right, so quick pick number 5 had some tricky ones on there today. We're going to start with the first one. And it was one of these number patterns. And it had the number, oh, where's my pen there already? 2,705. And then it had the number 2,805. And then it had the number 2,905. Well, the first thing you have to look at, folks, is what's changing in these numbers. Does the 2 change? No. Does the second number change? It does, doesn't it? The second number changes. What about the third number? Is the third number changing? No. What about the fourth number? So to figure out what they're counting by, if you know your place value, you can figure it out. There's zeros, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? Which place value changed? The hundreds. They're counting by hundreds. So if you start with 2,705 and you go up by 100, which is the same as adding 100, what's 5 plus 0? What's 0 plus 0? What's 7 plus 1? What's 2 plus 0? Look what we get. We get the next number. Now let's add 100 again. Go up one more time. What's 5 plus 0? What's 0 plus 0? What's 8 plus 1? What's 2 plus 0? Looky here. So to get the next number in the pattern, we're going to take 2,905 and we're going to add another 100. Okay? What's 5 plus 0? What's 0 plus 0? What's 9 plus 1? 10. Can I put 10 down here? 10? No. I have to put the 0 here and the 1 up here. Do you remember that? Yeah, we did that at the end of first grade. What's 2 plus 1? There it is. There's your answer, which was answer letter D, 3,005. So we found out how they were counting. They were counting by hundreds, and then we just added 100 to the last number. And we get 3,005. All right. Number 2 was that expanded form I mentioned yesterday, right? Except this time they're showing you the expanded form, and you have to find the standard number. So it says 4,000 plus 700 plus 50 plus 2. I ran out of room. 2. Okay. So let's think about this. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Let's go backwards. How many ones do we have? 2. How many tens do you need to make 50? How many of the 10 blocks would you need to make 50? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You'd need 5 of them. 5 tens makes 50. 700. We'd need 700 blocks to show 700. And 4,000. We'd need 4,000 blocks to show 4,000. And there you have it, right there. 4,752. Your answer should have been D, 4,752. Now the next one, really tricky of them because you've been measuring with a ruler and all of a sudden it has these words that you didn't know what meant. Right here, it says not drawn to scale. That means if you used your ruler, it wasn't going to help you with this problem. So They have this rectangle divided into 4 equal squares, right? And they say that all 4 squares are 4 inches. 4 squares equal 4 inches. So what they want to know is how much is just 1 square. Interesting. Well, we know this whole thing is 4, right? Okay. What if I take that one off? Now how many do you have? 3 inches. What if I take this one off? Now how many do you have? 2. What if I take this off? Now how many do you have? Each one was 1 inch. A should have been your answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole thing was 4. Each one was 1 inch. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. So it was letter A, 1 inch was how much 1 square was. Now this next one, everyone should have gotten right because it was on yesterday's, and we used it as an answer. It's a hexagonal prism, and you have to find out how many edges it has. And guess what? Vertices and edges, it's going to have the same amount. So it has 4 on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Has the exact same edges as vertices. And so 12 should have been your answer, which was C. And then down here at the bottom, this time it asked for the largest number. But it was very hard to tell which one of these 2 towers was larger, wasn't it? So you had to look at the numbers. So one of the towers was 3,524 people said they liked football, and the other tower was 3,542 people said they liked basketball. Those were your 2 numbers. And how are you going to tell which one's bigger? Well, we're going to start over here with the thousands. Is the thousands number the same or different? Same, right? They have the same thousands, so that doesn't help us tell which one's bigger. What about the hundreds place? Does that help us? No, right? Because they both have 500. So far they both have 3,500. So now we got to go to the tens place. Which one's bigger? 20 or 40? 40, right? 40 is bigger than 20. That makes this whole number bigger. So your answer should have been 3,542, which was basketball, and it was the letter D. And that is quick pick number 5.